Not really sure where that label came from. I mean, I think I'm just incredibly lucky. I found my passion in life. You know, from a very young age, I started racing when I was only 8. I was incredibly lucky that my parents never made the differentiation between boy or girl, because I have an older brother. They simply told me, you do what you enjoy doing, and I was never really told that I was doing something unusual for a girl. So I just followed my passion, and here I am, part of the Williams Martini racing team.
And here you are, sitting in front of a beautiful looking car, which I don't know much about, but you're going to be racing a car like this, aren't you, in the practice sessions in Germany, here in the UK. And that's the first time in 20 years that a woman has done that. Why has it taken so long, do you think?
I think there's a number of reasons. I mean, first of all, in life, you need the opportunity, and Frank and Claire and the Williams team have given me that chance, and I'm going to grab that chance with both hands. And I think the other reason is, you know, when many women watching Formula One races, there's no women out there doing racing. So if you're a young girl, you're not inspired, or you don't see a role model. And that then means that the best are not even karting, so the best don't rise to the top. And so I think it's kind of a twofold problem.
What are the challenges, though, for you working in a male-dominated environment like Formula One?
I think you need to work a little bit harder to prove yourself initially. You need to work that little bit harder to earn the respect of the people around you. But most certainly once you have that and you show your performance and you show what you can do, it's not a bad place to be. You know, it's not sexist. I think you just have to fight that bit harder to get in there, and fight that bit harder to prove yourself and earn the respect.
And do you think, because you're a very attractive woman as well, you've had to kind of work even harder, so it's not just about the way that you look, perhaps?
I'm incredibly lucky when I'm racing and my helmet's on and it doesn't matter what I look like, but of course a big part of racing is off track, and it's always a really fine line to tread, because you need to be representative for your sponsors, so you need to make sure that you look the best you can, but on the other side you don't want people saying, okay, well, she's just here to try and get attention about the fact that she's a female. So sometimes it's quite a fine line.
Let's talk about the driving. How fast does a car like this go?
We get up to around 300 kilometers an hour, so it's pretty fast.
It's extraordinary, isn't it? What happens to your body when you're driving that fast?
There's a lot of Gforce coming through the body, and Gforce is roughly 5 times your own body weight. So when I brake hard, it's 5 times my own body weight coming against my body. So it's a lot of forces, especially on the upper body and the neck, which is why we have to train so hard.
When the dial hits 300 kilometers an hour, what are you thinking? Are you scared?
You know, when you're in the car, your brain aligns to how fast you're driving, and it doesn't appear fast anymore, and you never go along a straight thinking, wow, this is pretty quick. You simply want it to go even quicker, and you're so focused on the driving part and doing the quickest lap time that you can, that you're not really focused on the out and out speed.
Susie, when do you think, or do you think there'll ever be a female world driving champion?
Yes, but I think we need to be realistic. We need to take it each step at a time. We need to get more women, more young girls karting, for the best to rise to the top, to come through the ranks.
Will it happen in your lifetime?
Yes.
Could you be that person, do you think?
Let's see, I'm going to give it my absolute best shot, and hopefully it will be, and if it's not, I'm going to hope and help the next generation as much as I can.
And do you still get pestered by boy racers at traffic lights who look at you, a pretty blonde next door, and think, oh, I can take you on? I bet you teach them a thing or two.
I try. In a safe way, I try.
Can you parallel park that thing?
It's actually quite complicated to even get reversed in a Formula One car. So luckily in a Formula One car, it only matters how fast you go in one direction. We don't need to worry about reversing.
So you can't take it down to Waitrose?
It would be quite complicated.